Jutland is one of the most important war games of all time. I'm going to share with you why this game matters here on Legendary Tactics. Now, Jutland at the time was one of the most innovative board games ever made, and it still stands up today. So what makes Jutland so unique? Well, imagine a board war game without a board. That's essentially what it is. This game recreates the only naval engagement of significance that happened in the European theater in World War I. And it does so with ship counters that are placed directly onto any flat surface and is moved around almost essentially like miniatures. It really borrows from miniatures in that sense. So the game uses various implements to help you maneuver the ships properly and also to check ranges for gunnery purposes and that sort of thing. But otherwise, it's a wide open feel to this game. So the game includes a kind of a search and destroy cat and mouse mechanic where both navies are trying to find each other before the battle is joined. And the idea is the Germans want to try and trap British task forces on their own when they're unable to be supported, and the British are trying to essentially converge on the German force where they can attack in strength. So this game brought a lot of sophistication, especially with the advanced rules, into naval maneuvering, naval warfare in general, certainly at the ship-to-ship level. So this is what worked really well for Jutland, is that it gave the feel of a real naval engagement. Now the challenges certainly at the time were that it was viewed as a fairly complex game. There was apparently lots of rules questions when it was first published, which was back in 1967. They did a reissue in 1974 that addressed a lot of the rules ambiguities and so forth. But it is viewed, at least in some ways, as a complex game because there aren't the constraints that help to logically hold things together that a board would provide. Also, many people felt that the cat and mouse part of the game added a lot of playtime and really distracted from the core of the game, which was getting the ships down on the floor and firing at each other, which is what people really wanted out of the game. That said, this game is innovative. Even by today's standards, you don't see too many games which bring this level of simulation and sophistication. The other reason why it mattered is it brought Jim Dunnigan to the hobby. This is the first war game he designed, and it led to him founding SPI, which obviously added a ton of great content to our hobby. It originated from when Jim Dunnigan wrote an article critiquing Avalon Hill's order of battle for Battle of the Bulge. And Tom Shaw, who was running Avalon Hill at the time, invited him to create his own war game. And that's what he did. Now it does skew a lot more towards simulation than playability in many ways, but this is a classic. This is a game that matters in our hobby, and I really hope that you give it a try. Thank you for watching. This is Legendary Tactics.